Welcome everyone to a brand new live stream. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Now we've had some very developed, some very good, not very good, but we've had some macro news coming out today, and Bitcoin has been choppy for the past week or so. We rallied up, then the rumors came out that the U.S. government is going to sell 6.5 billion worth of BTC, which they haven't done at the moment. But that news got announced. But obviously, it was insider trading, meaning that on the 30th of December, the news had already been, the bill has already been passed for the US government to sell 6.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. And that's why we randomly dumped over here. And then when the news came out, the market didn't really do anything. So that's what happened, and that's why we've seen this massive dump. That's been kind of the headline for the crypto space at the moment. Today we've had unemployment rate, which actually dropped from 4.2% to 4.1, and non-farm payrolls also went up. What this means is the reason the market dumped after this news. Ideally, you would think this is bullish news because unemployment is strong. However, the reason the market dumps is because a strong labor force results in higher inflation. Now, we do have inflation numbers coming in on Tuesday next week. So that's something we have to keep an eye out for. And this is something you guys have to consider, right? In August and July of 2024, everything got really bad for like randomly for those 2 months. Everyone started getting really scared. July, August, going into September before the rate cut, because unemployment was shooting up rapidly. Inflation was going, well, it was coming down, but it was steady, and people was leaning towards a recession because that's what it was going towards. However, coming to September, when the Fed cut 50 BPS, the market rallied aggressively, and then inflation started coming down, unemployment started coming down, and the same thing could happen again. And this is how a lot of people during that time, everyone was kind of giving up on crypto. They were giving up and saying it's over, bear market, blah 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 blah. And the same thing could happen again, where the data that what we're getting at the moment is for December. Everyone knows in December, because of the Christmas season, because of the holiday season, spending goes up. So therefore, inflation can go up in December. At the same time, there's more jobs openings in December for Christmas period, so more people have work. That's probably why unemployment went down. I mean, it came down to 4.1% in December, and going into January, it could be the opposite. You guys got to keep in mind, with the fire in LA, that could affect January's market results. So in the sense where unemployment could go back up because everything, if everything's on fire, people can't work. Inflation will come down slightly because people cannot spend. People are worried about other stuff than spending. So that's something to consider. Like I said, the Christmas period, the holiday period, spending always increases. But in the next month's data, everything can just go back down. In the history of Bitcoin, in 2019, in 2020, in 2016 as well, we had a sizable correction in January. Could the same thing happen again? We'll have to see, because we have the Bank of Japan on the 24th or the 25th. I'm not too sure what day it is. We have that coming up. Looking at the dollar yen, it's at critical levels. Look at the dollar yen right now. It's basically at the bottom. And ideally, realistically, when it comes to these levels, the market, the Bank of Japan normally intervenes. So that's something we have to consider as well, because it's not guaranteed. The reason I say it's not guaranteed is because I don't think they will do that with Trump coming into office. Maybe they'll do something. What they're most likely going to do is they're going to buy the dollar and inflate the dollar and buy yen with the dollar. But the problem is, the reason Bank of Japan has to kind of intervene is because when they trade in, they have to pay more yen against the dollar. So ideally, it's not beneficial for them. And that's why we have to be wary of the carry trade, because there's trillions sitting in that carry trade. Trillions. And when it unwinds, is not going to be is going to be very, very bad. It's not going to be very good, I'll be honest with you. So you have to keep in mind, that's something that we do have to take in consideration. And that's why it's important to always keep cash on the side for this specific reason. When the market's bullish, everyone's screaming, buy, 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 buy. They don't realize the market can just flip bearish in the space of a week. That's exactly what happened. We were running really bullish going into December, and then we turned bearish. And literally in the space of 2 days, billions and billions got liquidated out of the market because the Fed, decided to hold rates due to the inflation creeping back up. And that's why when unemployment comes in healthy, the market dumps, which is, we're in a very weird market right now. Even if even if unemployment comes in healthy, we dump, and if unemployment goes up, we dump as well. So there's kind of no winning. The only thing we have to see now is if inflation comes in okay. If inflation comes in okay, then realistically, I think the market could rally into February. That's the only thing we have to look out for. That's what everyone is concerned. They're not concerned about unemployment now because unemployment is strong. Hires are down, but quits are up, are down as well. No one's quitting their jobs. No one's getting laid off. But then the hires are down as well. So it's hard for people to find jobs. But at the same time, people are not getting fired from their jobs. So the labor force is still strong. But the problem with that is, like I said, inflation becomes a worry because inflation could creep back up. And if it does creep back up, the Fed may, and I say this may, raise rates again, which is, I think it was the 1940s where they done this, caused a massacre in the bond market. It will cause a massacre in crypto, and it will cause a massacre in the whole market, S&P, everything. So that is, that's something I would rather, me personally, I would rather have unemployment go up rather than inflation. Because if unemployment goes up, the Fed can come to the rescue by lowering interest rates rapidly, starting QE. But they can't start QE if inflation is going up, because QE is what causes inflation. See, this is the problem. Like, you would rather have a low inflation, higher unemployment rate rather than the other way around. Yes, the market might dump, rapidly, but who cares? Because QE will come and lower interest rates will come. That's why the Fed cut 50 BPS in September, because unemployment was going up aggressively and they were getting nervous. And that's why I said back those days that it's not going to be good for the markets. I said we might rally in the short term, but give you a few months, you're going to see the effect of the 50 BPS rate cut, because they don't just cut rate 50. The first rate cut is normally 25. That's steady. When it's 50, it normally indicates the Fed is concerned about something, but they'll never come out and say, we're concerned about such and such. But they do it by cutting more. So that's the current, outlook of the market. Unemployment came in strong. The market is nervous. The bonds the 10-year keeps going up because the strength of the dollar. People want to go in cash. And that's why the DXY is literally almost at 110. People are going to the safety of the dollar and the safety of gold. Gold also rallied back up. And if you guys remember, I said the exact same thing back in March, that when gold starts going up and the dollar starts going up, people are concerned about something. So that's something that you guys have to take in consideration. If you are overexposed in the market, then, maybe take some off. That's what I would do if I was overexposed. There's people that put their life savings in crypto and then, thinking the market's going to 100x tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. You have to hold your bags. You have to be able to stomach the drops. I'm not saying it's going to drop, but it is a possibility. You have to take that in consideration. And the VIX is slightly going higher again. It came back down again, but the VIX, when it comes to the 30, close to the 30 region, that is when you start putting in longs. That is when you start buying. So far, it hasn't wicked. It's climbing up, but it hasn't wicked up. This was a massive wick in December. This was December when the Fed had a meeting, indicated less rate cuts. Look how quickly it shot up. aggressively. And when you bought, you would have made some decent gains short term. Beam, good to see you, buddy. DeMarcus, good to see you, buddy. Everyone smash the like button right now. That's what something you guys could do to help me out. Smash the like button. Matt, good to see you. Yes, good to see you. Fizz, good to see you, brother. T13, good to see you. Are you bullish on peak or the dilution shit? I am bullish on peak. I don't think the dilution matters too greatly. I don't think the dilution is even that bad. I haven't really researched peak fully, so I don't want to say the dilution isn't bad, but I think peak overall will do well. I think there's a lot of interest in this project. These type of projects, the deepen projects, they earn a lot of money. For example, Aether earns millions, Ion earns millions, Peak probably earns millions. So these guys are, they're sustainable without dumping their tokens. And that's the type of projects you want to look for, the ones that are sustainable without dumping their tokens. Because every project can launch a project and keep dumping their own tokens to stay afloat. That's not, you don't want to be investing in those type of tokens. You want to be investing in tokens that are self-sustainable, so they don't have to resort to dumping their own tokens, because you're just going to become a bag holder while they dump on you. Stupid, it's pointless. And Peak is one of those projects that earns decent amount from what they do from the products. So I think overall Peak will do very well. It has a pretty good ecosystem. So yeah. Why is everyone pissing their pants? Well, because everyone's pissing their pants because they're scared of, the same thing could happen again. The same thing that happened in 2024, sorry, the same thing could happen again, where unemployment was creeping back up and the market got nervous. The same thing now, inflation can creep back up and the market is getting nervous. So, we have to see the upcoming data, because we are still in a better position that we was in 2024 and in 2023. We're in a better position technically. So I don't know why people are so nervous, but the problem is once inflation goes back up the second time, it tends to go up aggressively. So that's something the market is nervous about, because we've seen it before. 1940s, inflation came back around the second time around, and he shot up aggressively, and the Fed raised the rates one more time. If the Fed, God forbid, raises the rates one more time, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a massacre in the markets. Everywhere is gonna be a massacre. 30-40% drop in Bitcoin. God knows what's gonna happen to our altcoins. They'll get fucking raped. So that's why the market is nervous in the moment, and that's why they're going to the safety of the dollar, and they're going to the safety of gold. Gold is shooting up, the dollar is shooting up. It's a very weird market, because I do think when this hits the 5%, if it does hit the 5%, which is still a long way to go, I think riskier assets will start to take off a bit more. I think they will, because people are going to go look for elsewhere for more yield. If this shoots at 5%, it's not going to be the best. So Fizz, good to see you as well, buddy. Carlos, good to see you. Tony, good to see you. Good to see everyone in the chat. Hope you're all having a good day. Troy, good to see you, buddy. Mugen, good to see you. Was, good to see you. Jobin, good to see you. Let's go over some of the bullish news on Twitter. So Michael Saylor released a framework for the US to make 81 trillion by establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Let's see if this is what most people are kind of waiting for, to see what Trump does with Bitcoin and what his policies are going to be, because he's talking about putting tariffs on China and all this stuff, which is not really the best. You don't really want to do that, because what they're going to do is they're just going to keep selling the bonds, because no one's interested in US debt right now. This is why the 10-year keeps going up, because no one's interested in the bonds. No one's interested in getting this debt that keeps continuously going up. So, that just, it strengthens the dollar in the short term, but in the long term, it's not really good for the dollar, realistically. So, I think, look, worst comes to worst, Japan can raise interest rates, crash the dollar a little bit, and then other assets will go up, even though everything will crash at the same time. But people will most likely go back into Bitcoin and S&P. That's the only way to stop the dollar at the moment. ChatGPT got a Binance listing, but AI Tech is still lagging behind. Yeah, AI Tech will get a Binance listing as well, my friend. It's all there. It's just that ChatGPT got it and is doing very well in the short term. The same thing will happen with Binance. I mean, with AI Tech. AI Tech will get on Binance as well. ChatGPT got on Binance Alpha before AI Tech did. So I would not be surprised in the next month or two that we will see AI Tech on Binance as well. At least if it's not futures, then it's that spot. You have to be patient, my friend. You have to be patient. But I would not be shocked to see AI Tech on Binance in the next couple of weeks. It just got listed on crypto.com wallet. So, maybe a crypto.com listing is not far off either. Another very bullish thing for Nuke Lie is, there's 0 unlocks now till November 2025. Just take that, take that in for a second. 0 unlocks till November 2025, to the end of the year. That's very, very bullish. The 455 million vesting proposal. Last year, NII holders chose between early claims or extended vesting, resulting in a 445 million NII burnt. This is why I told you guys there's no unlocks for another year for early investors. All the people that unlocked, 50% of the tokens got burnt. So the real market cap for this is lower than what is telling you on a CoinGecko. Because CoinGecko, what they do is they include the burn tokens. I don't know why they do it, but they done it with TARS. TARS burn a bunch of tokens and they've included it into the market cap. And I think they've done the exact same thing with Nuclei. They've included the burnt tokens. So I would not be surprised if the market cap's probably like 17, 18, 19 million, probably slightly a little bit less around those regions. So that's a very, very bullish update for Nuclei. No, there's no early investors to dump on you now. It's just all the people that hold the token currently is buying and selling. That's very bullish. And then Kenya is preparing legislation to legalize Bitcoin and crypto, says the Treasury Cabinet, John, whatever the guy's name is. That is very good, because as crypto gets mass adopted and as crypto becomes legal in all these countries, what do you think happens? More and more retail flock into the markets, meaning that our altcoins go up. So it's very, very bullish. There's a lot of countries starting to adopt Bitcoin and they're starting to adopt crypto. China is supposedly going to integrate crypto into their system by 2029 fully. China has trillions in their bank accounts. So just imagine how much money is going to flow into crypto the next few years. It's going to be massive. People don't realize the entire crypto market is like the size of Apple. Is smaller than the size of Apple stocks. That's how early we are in crypto. Sometimes you got to zoom out, and zooming out helps out a lot. Yes, Bitcoin came down in the short term. Yes, some altcoins came down in the short term. But in reality, most of our altcoins are still in profits. Most of them. There's a few that's obviously down. Who cares? There's always going to be a few that doesn't perform as well as the others. But my portfolio is still up. Majority of all of you guys' portfolio should still be up, as long as it wasn't a DCA at the top. Binance lists 3 AI coins. They're going to be, look, I would not be surprised if all gets listed on Binance Alpha and then Binance later. I would not be surprised at all, because it seems they just listed anything at the moment. They listed Cookie DAO, which shot up. They listed Jane GPT, and they listed another coin. Forgot what the other one was. So that's I do think that AI Take It All will get on Binance. I genuinely think that. All was just live on Binance the other day for their town hall, and there was a lot of bullish updates in that town hall. Let me go on it. They've got some big partnerships. Let me go on it. Hold on, where is it? They've just burned another 1.2 million ore, which is not a lot, but a burn's a burn. Who cares? They burnt about 2-3% of the supply, I think. they burn basically 3% of the current supply, which is pretty good. But like I said, the bigger alt becomes, the more they're gonna burn because they burn 30% of their revenue. They've just partnered with this company. I don't know what company that is. The recap basically was that 2024 burns, strategic market making plans, several partners. So they're going to be discussion. They currently in discussion with several partners with effort being led by I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, the Dunica former Ripple executive, which is quite big. So they have the tokenomics guy, the executive from Ripple, which is quite good. I think that's pretty good. He's going to help the project out a lot. Scaling or Data Hub with global partners. So collaborating with several annotations and data labeling companies from diverse regions, Asia and Middle East. So they're working on the data hub. They got a compute coming out very soon. I think that's the next level. The thing is, the more products these guys have, the more revenue they're going to earn, the more buybacks and burns they're going to do as well. But yeah, this is there's quite a lot of developments. So they're going to give out 1 million grant to basically support decentralized AI applications, and they're going to build their ecosystem now. That's the next goal for Alt. They're giving out grants to basically incentivize projects to build on the layer 1 of Alt, because Alt is a layer 1, is a block DAG that can run smart contracts. Is weird to me because you have someone like Alt that's also a block DAG that can run smart contracts, but then you have someone like Casper, cannot build smart contracts for some reason. So I don't know if the team's not fully working, they're lazy or whatever, but if Alt can build smart contracts in a DAG with 20k TPS, I'm surprised Casper cannot. That's what confusing me with Casper. But yeah, so they are going to be incentivizing more and more people to basically build on the ecosystem, which I think is very bullish. The bigger the ecosystem, the more transaction that happens, the more money they earn, the better it is for the project. That's basically how it works. So there's some very good bullish updates for Alt. There's going to be more. I think they're going to be like more DEX listings or more sex listings is what they talked about. So that's something to look into. I need to basically go over this AMA again. I need to go over this AMA, the town hall. But that was live on Binance. So it's good to see that. I think props will be an easy 15x from here, and I 100% agree with you, buddy, because prop base is down, hasn't really rallied, but that's fine. I'm not concerned. $25 million a market cap, very low. I showed you guys the roadmap for this project, and it was looking very good in the sense where they have more centralized exchange listings, more DEX listings, new properties. The roadmap for 2025 was looking very bullish, including they're going to be releasing the app. So this is going to do, in my opinion, this is going to do very well. I think at the moment, people are kind of sleeping on RWA because all the focus is on AI. And this is the time where you kind of want to be accumulating your RWA picks because it's completely under the radar. No one really cares about them at the moment. Everyone's focused on AI. So these are, I think money is flowing out of some of these projects into these AI picks. And that's the best time you want to be picking them up. So I think this will do very, very well. 15x, 20x, 25x, I would not be surprised. Yes, there would be an AI. They said they're going to release AI agents on X and Telegram, which I think is quite good. But yeah, AI tech listing will be very soon. Generally, when these projects get listed on the alpha, it means that Binance is gonna list them. Whether it's spot or futures, either one. What do I think about Lobby? Let's have a look at Lobby, buddy. It's backed by Stephen Bliss, former GTA artist. This is I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. Legendary X Rocket senior artist. I mean, I don't know, bro. Maybe when GTA comes out, this might pump. He's just an artist then. Why does this need a token? I'm confused. Maybe chuck in like 100 and forget about it, bro. But this is, I don't know. This is just too risky, bro. The fuck even is that? What alts? Frog, good to see you, buddy. What alts are good DCAs? I think everything's pretty much good DCA today, bro. Everything's kind of, OTK is a good DCA. Alt is a very good DCA. AI Tech has pumped on the news that I think AI Tech. Let me see what it was. I think they got listed on. It was. Let me see. I'm sure it's crypto.com wallet. So maybe a crypto.com list isn't far off. I mean, listing isn't far off. Yeah, I voted. Look, I voted. But yeah, they got listed on crypto.com chain wallet. So, Cookie got listed as well. AI Tech. I would not be surprised to see, like I said, to see this on crypto.com as well. These guys got plenty of money. That's the problem. That's the thing. Like when these guys ask for money for the exchange listings, AI Tech's not going to struggle with it. They have millions and millions. I think Griffin has ran too much, my friend. Overall, is a pretty good project, but I think it's ran too much. I wouldn't get into it now. It's just that, if you got this below 50 million or something, then it would be worth it. But look at this, it's sitting at half a billion, almost half a billion. It's kind of missed on, but overall, this is still a good project though. This is Tony's project. He's gonna push this. Yeah, boy, smash the like button. Delario, good to see you as well, bro. Smash the like, guys. What's your thoughts on Pump AI? Let's have a look. Pump AI. You guys have to realize with these AI projects, you do have to be very careful because they catch on, especially the ones on Solana. They catch on, and then they just fade away because the sentiment moves. First AI launchpad integrated on Material. Yeah, this is not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. These type of projects can run. Create a launchpad, how Pump AI works. Tell AI about your coin. Launch your coin on Pump AI with a bonding curve. Yeah, this is not too bad actually. Not too bad. If it's the first one on that exchange, that DEX, then it's complete. I think it will pick up. I think it'll pick up. But just wait for it to come down a bit more. Let it come down a bit more. Let it find a floor price and then get in. But if it's the first of anything, it tends to do well. But this kind of already performed, I think. This kind of already performed. But it's not too bad, buddy. Appreciate it, my friend. Good to see you, bro. I have found the most insane first market nobody's aware of. AXBT created meme coin called Chaos is burning the supply on fees. This was sent hard. Also, Binance for AXBT. Why is it Chaos? Bro, it's always you shilling your meme coins, bro. This one right here, this is on base. AI created a meme coin called Chaos. Oh, bro, that shit rugged. I don't believe in that project, but I remember that project. But AXBT said no to that project, bro. So I don't think he's gonna shit it ever again. Why exchange do you see the withdraw money in your bank account? What exchange do I use? At the moment, I'm not withdrawing no money to my bank account. But you can use Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, those ones. DC, good to see you. Martin's good to see you, brother. I have 6K split, Change GPT, AI taken all. I'm up 3x on Change GPT. Would it now be a good time to move some profits to all and AI tech? I think that's a good move actually, Greek, because change whenever there's a Binance listing, it tends to pump and then come down instantly. Like Cookie is a perfect example of that. It got listed on Binance, and then look what happened. It caused a massive pump and dump, like a massive pump. Let's go in the 3 months. It rallied and then came back down almost instantly. So that 72 cents came down. It doesn't show on here, but it came down to like 50 cents, which is just basically before he pumped. So there's always a massive sell the news event. because a lot of these insiders, they get into these stuff way in advance. So when the news actually comes out and the market pumps, they sell into the pumps. So I do think that's a good move, actually, my friend, because ChainGPT is no longer a low cap. This shit is like hundreds of millions now. So you have to take that in consideration. 300 million, whereas alt is sitting probably around, I don't know, like 40 million, maybe 40 million. Yeah. So I think that's a pretty good move in my opinion. It's a very good move. Any thoughts or updates on Star Sniffed? The updates, just go on their Twitter, bro. Go on their Twitter and look for updates. I'm not gonna give you guys updates on every single coin I have every day, but they're doing some good stuff. They just really released a video of how the agent works. It's pretty good. It's like Griffin. You can buy tokens on there. You can build smart contracts on there. So the agent's quite good in my opinion. It's like you can tell the agent to buy you $10 of BTC and he'll just carry out that for you in seconds. So that's pretty good. And they swarm as well. They can do multiple different things. Hopewell as well. What do you think about Open Fabric? Open Fabric is not too bad, but I prefer other projects over Open Fabric. But if you got into Open Fabric, I wouldn't say it's a bad project. I think overall it's not a bad project at all. 19 million. I don't think this is a bad project. I genuinely don't. It was bad before, back up here because the unlocks were horrible and the vesting was harsh. There's a lot of even now there's like 40% early investors in this project in terms of token allocation, which is quite a lot in my opinion. That's why I never liked this project, because there's too much early investors. And even to this day, these early investors on Open Fabric are still up on their investments. So when you look at the token sale, the IDOs are up, the privates are up, the seed are up, 7x, the privates up 3x, the KOLs are up 3x. So, as long as these early investors are consistently getting their tokens, which they kind of are, because the seed guys still getting the tokens, the private guys are getting their tokens, the partners are still getting their tokens, investor funds, innovative funds are getting their tokens. There's still going to be some sort of selling pressure for this project, right? So when the team of advisors get it in 44 days, it's going to continuously dump a bit more. So that's something you have to take in consideration with this project. There is still a decent amount of selling pressure. It's not great. It's not a lot because it's 60K, which is not realistically a lot, 60K a day, because the volume is around, just under a million. That's probably why on every single pump, it gets sold off by the early investors because they're up money. It's just free farming for them realistically. And that's kind of what's been happening with AI tech, because these early investors in AI tech are in the same boat. They're up on the investments. I wouldn't say a lot, but eventually. But the good thing about AI tech is the volume's way higher than Open Fabric, so you can absorb a lot of these, selling pressure. But after February, look at these guys. These guys are up huge as well. To be honest, they're at least 8x, 7 to 8x. The private guys are up way more. This is what's stopping AI tech from, kind of going up aggressively, is because of the vesting is a bit harsh till February. So, but you look at it, KOLs are out, IDOs are finished, strategic is almost finished, seed, pre-public is almost finished, seed is almost finished, private and ecosystems almost finished. So realistically, there's not going to be a lot of selling pressure for this project coming up. The team has also locked up their tokens again. So they're not going to be able to access it for at least another year, according to the community vote. So there's not going to be a lot of selling pressure. At the moment, there's 200K selling pressure every single day, which is a lot. But like I said, they can absorb it because the volume is 7.7 million daily. However, if you go down in February, it greatly goes down. It goes, well, I think it's end of February or mid-February or something. It goes down to about 60K, I think, or I don't know when it is. Maybe in March, I think it's March. Yeah, it goes down to 60K in March. So after February, there's not going to be a lot of selling pressure. It's going to be 60K. 60K for, for let's say, for a project that has above 4 or 5 million daily volume is fuck all. So there's not going to be not a lot of selling pressure for AI tech after February. Even now, like I said, the team has extended the token unlocks. So yeah, like if you're gonna get into, I would rather get into other projects rather than Open Fabric, but you have to take in consideration there's still a lot of selling pressure for these two projects, even AI tech. But like I said, AI tech's volume is quite high, so it can absorb it much better than Open Fabric can. Lotus, good to see you, bro. What do I feel about Okada? I don't. Okada was a good trade, but in terms of quality AI agents, I just don't have it. I don't believe Okada's quality. It was good in the initial hype when AI agents were about, but it's holding fairly well. It's not doing anything crazy. It's not dumping aggressively, and it's not pumping aggressively. But it's not too bad though. Look, when AI agents will always come back. When AI becomes hot again, Okada will pick up at some point. But like I said, this is still very low in market cap. But I would buy other agents above this one, though, personally. Decks on base. I think all the decks on base will do well at some point. If it's a new one, then it'll do well. Unified Protocol DAO, possible 50x. Looking for bullish to take off. Shut up, man. Ban this guy, bro. This I think is a bot. I can't believe bots. Like the bots smash the comment. They spam the comment sections, and then they come on here and spam the live comments as well, which is crazy to think. Smash the like, boys. That is a must. Has vertical AI a unique narrative and use case in AI worth investing into? Vertical AI. I might have heard of it. I can't remember from the top of my head. Let's have a look. Is this the music one? Train, deploy, monetize your customized AI models. Use your data to customize AI. How can you use your data to customize AI? Select your GPU to fit your budget. These are trades, bro. These type of projects are trades, nothing more than trades. Because, like I said, if there's no docs team at this stage in the market, when there's no docs team, I'm not getting into any of them, bro. I'm just not doing it. I'm not buying any of them. And the reason is because there's no one to hold reliable. I don't know what the market cap of this project is. It's not too bad. It looks decent. But I'm not buying anything without a docs team anymore, bro. Because if we go into a scenario where inflation's creeping back up, the market dumps, I would rather have my money in a project that has a docs team rather than something that has no docs team and can just dump to shits and die. For example, a prime example is DCI. DCI, no docs team, and it's just dumb to shits. Look at that. Came out during the fucking hype when all the AI deeping coins were going parabolic. Multiple ones are launching. Just like now, multiple AI agents coins are launching with no docs team. I'm not buying any of them because they're just here for the short term to catch the pump. And look what happens to them. They just fucking die. And when they come out with 100% in circulation, probably like fucking Vert AI, 100% in circulation, low max supply, these are all going to die out in a few months. So I'm not buying any of these type of shits. However, platform Dolian, I don't even know what that is. What's that? What does that mean, Kosa? Dimtro, good to see you, bro. Ready to fill my bags. What do you recommend? Got 5k. Do you think it would be wait for? I still don't have Sniff beside that free game. I would not. I don't recommend buying Sniff now. At least let it cool off a little bit. Sniff it doesn't really dump, and it doesn't want to come down. That's the thing, because all the people that's holding it are holding it because they have conviction in the project. When you have a project that is by Binance Labs that has very good utility, that has a very good chart. They've just partnered with Sonic EVM, which is one of the biggest launches this year. I think that's pretty massive. When you have an AI agent that can buy you, so it give you on-chain data. buy $10 worth of BTC, and it'll carry out that transaction for you in seconds on chain. Then you can say deploy ERC20 contract, give the name, and then put the total supply in there, 100 million, whatever, and then boom, in seconds, it will give you a smart contract done. There you go, smart contract done. You can send tokens in there. That's how easy it is. This is like an AI agent developer, like a dev, but I can also buy you tokens. So that is very bullish. I would recommend everyone hold a little bit of sniffed in the portfolio. I think it'll do very well. And apart from that, they also have the game. And like I told you guys, AI gaming is the future. AI gaming is next. It's going to do well some point this year. So when you look at AI gaming, it's good to load up some AI gaming coins. There's a lot coming out now. Well, there's not a lot, but there's a few coming out now, and I have my eyes on a few that I want to buy when it comes out. After the launch, bully will be deflationary. That's pretty good. That is. I'll have a look into it after Corsa because I haven't really heard of it. I've heard the name bully before. It looked like a meme coin. I've heard of a lot of CFUD recently about staff leaving and such. I have not heard that, to be honest with you. So I'll have to look into it. I have to look into it. I haven't looked into it now. But with staff leaving, who gives a shit? They'll just get new staff. Doesn't really mean nothing. Any thoughts on very good project team? Red flags if the check DeFi is kind of. But if it has many red flags, my friend, then don't buy it. If it has many red flags on the DeFi scanner or any scanner, don't buy it because it's scammy. Saw something to about BlackRock Bitcoin fork. Is this true? I don't think that's true. No, I think that defeats the entire point of Bitcoin. If that ever happens, which I don't think it will, I just don't think people will go to Bitcoin. I mean, they'll go to BlackRock. They'll just buy regular Bitcoin. Doesn't make sense. If it's like if you just get Bitcoin and you can just print or make unlimited amounts of, what the fuck is the point of Bitcoin then? All the people will sell the ETFs and they'll just go buy it on the market. The normal Bitcoin that everyone holds. I don't think. I think there's all they've been talking about the fork thing for years now. It's never happened. I think they're talking about it last year. There was some sort of FUD that came out. I don't think that will ever happen though. Even if it did happen, it will crash the price aggressively in the short term. However, people are still going to go to Bitcoin. They're not going to go to Bitcoin that can just. The whole point of Bitcoin is that there's a max supply. There can't be no more. If they take that aspect and they make a fork, no one's gonna buy that fork. It's like then they'll just it's like buying cash or buying currency. What's the point? The whole point of Bitcoin is to go away from the fiat system because there's constant inflation, constant printing. Where with Bitcoin, you can't be made no more. There's a certain amount in the world. So even if they make a fork, yes, we might dump in the short term. People are just gonna go off the ETFs and buy Bitcoin on market. No one's gonna go to Bitcoin forked by BlackRock. It's just stupid. No one's gonna do that. I don't even think that will work for Bitcoin for BlackRock. That would just be a big flop. What about decentralized science? Are you looking at right now? I am looking at some decentralized science coin. Yes, I think as he's been talking about it quite a lot recently. So I do think decentralized science will be a narrative at some point in this year. At some point, there has to be a catalyst, though. I just don't see a catalyst for decentralized science unless NVIDIA does something with it. Like decentralized science, what they do is they put, even though they're decentralized science coins, they put AI agents next to it. So it just pumps with AI. Most people think they're AI agents rather than decentralized science. But there has to be a catalyst for decentralized science to pump. At the moment, I don't see no catalyst apart from NVIDIA. That's it. NVIDIA could be making decentralized science stuff. If that happens, yes, it can pump. But otherwise, I just don't see a catalyst. But I am still looking for them, though. Chain GPT, not really. It was. I would not buy it now. It's 300 million, bro. You'll just be buying the top. Yeah, so the alt AMA, they said they partner with some big companies, strategic partnership with some big companies. So that's going to be good. I made a list. I can't remember on the top of my head, but there was some bullish stuff in there for sure. They're going to be launching the DeFi aspect to the project. So, and then they're also going to be cross-chain DEX. They're going to be build a cross-chain DEX, so people can buy all on different DEXs, cross-chain, which I think is going to be massive. Zilla, good to see you, but you're scared. The market gets that. Everyone was so bullish 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and look at everyone now. Everyone's scared now. It was a good, it was a good. I would say it was a good reset for the market. Where is the fear and greed? Hold on, fear and greed, crypto. I think we might even be slightly in either neutral or slightly in red. Let's see. Oh, we're neutral today. It was a good reset from like a month of extreme greed to back to neutral, and now we can start maybe go back up again. Let's see. But yeah, there's a few macro stuff that we do have to take in consideration. But at the moment, Bitcoin's holding strong. It's doing very well at the moment. Bitcoin's doing well. Ethereum's doing okay. But yeah, as long as dominance is slightly going higher again, but if you can't break out this zone again, it most likely will just drop aggressively next. But yeah, all of this stuff could just be FUD for these guys to accumulate their bags. You have to keep that in mind. Like, don't get shaken out your positions. And I gave you guys at the start of this live stream, gave you guys a very good scenario of what could happen. Just go watch that back. Where everyone's scared now, but in a month's time, everything will just reverse. And if you pussy it out, you can miss a lot of gains. What does all this macro analysis means for altcoins? It just means that the altcoin, it could slightly be delayed a little bit, or it could be stretched. It could be stretched. There's going to be a few months where the market, the inflation is going to be good, unemployment is going to be good, and everything's going to do really well. That's what I think. Reduced my cash back to 85%, so I had most of it from Mavi yesterday and the day before. Should you swap the last 15% of so? I'm not a fan of Casper, bro. I'm just not a fan of Casper. I just don't like Casper at all. So I'll just be giving you a biased opinion either. So I just don't. I've never liked Casper. I will never like Casper. So personally, what I would do is Casper doesn't have a lot of legs to do anything more than a 6x, 5x, maybe 3 to 5x, my guess. So I would swap it out into Mavias. Very underrated right now. I think is a bit, but he has to bottom out. Don't buy low bounces. No, just because Mavias bounced a little bit off here, it does not mean he can't go lower. There's, when you drop this much, there's always going to be bounces. When you drop this much, there's going to be bounces, and then you're gonna, just like when we dropped over here, there was bounces, and then in like a week's time, we went back lower again. So you wait for it to bottom out first. Wait for it to bottom out before buying. Just DCA. Don't buy all now thinking this is the bottom, because it most likely isn't the bottom. There's no support level now. All the support level is gone. The support level was a $1. It's below that now. Now it comes down to like seed prices, idle prices, stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below 80 again. I would not be surprised. That's why we DCA down. DCA below a certain level. Like if buy like 20% at 80, 20% again at like 70 or some shit, or 75 or something, depending on how aggressive it is. But you can't go wrong long term if you buy it, down here like $22 million of market cap. You can't go wrong. My portfolio was up but got wrecked by DCI and ICNX. Shit coins, sell then relocate. What do you think? I would definitely sell DCI. That's that's basically a dead coin, bro. That's never. I'll be surprised if that even gets resurrected. I don't know. You can probably hold ICNX. I don't think this is completely dead. As long as they're still working on the Twitter, then it has a little bit of potential. But let me just have a look. Bro, this is dead as well. This is like they've abandoned the project. This is dead. What the fuck? They haven't updated in forever. The last update was December the 6th. or December the 18th. What the fuck is the last time you played Counter-Strike? What the fuck kind of question is this? This is a gaming project on crypto asking the community when was the last time you played Counter-Strike? The fuck? Yeah, this looks like another dead coin, to be honest. This has not been, it's not active. It's not active. This is what dead looks like. Unless they've partnered with Counter-Strike, I don't know. Yeah, but I've never been a fan of this project, bro. Never. I've always been a fan in low cap project. I've always been a fan of Munity. Just look how Munity has been performing compared to this shit. Much better, much better. And these guys are giving you constant updates as well. Way more volume, like 4 times more volume. At the heights when the market got bullish, this pumped like 6x from the lows. Look at that. From like 0.045, it went all the way. It went as high as like 2.7. So decent gains right there. Merkel, good to see you, buddy. Best wishes, smash the likes. LA, good to see you, boy. Smash the likes. I need to get to at least 130 likes, at least. Any thoughts on prop chain? Sounds very similar to prop base. It's similar, but I prefer prop base over prop chain. Prop base is always a slow mover, but it's not a bad project though, but it's just a slow mover. I agree with you, Juan. I agree with you, my friend. I think a futures will be first and then maybe a spot afterwards. But even futures will pump it like 30-40% in a day. Corpo will be huge. I agree. I think Corpo will do well. I like Corpo. Sensei should link the AI agents with people's X accounts. It seems like a thing to do. AI agents with people's X accounts to fuck that. That's just jumping on the bandwagon, bro. This is pointless. It's like there's like fucking hundreds of AI agent bots on Twitter now. It's pointless to do. Like, what the fuck's the point? He's just going to be another one added to the list out of the 100, 200, 300, whatever there is. So like, there's no point. I don't get why everyone wants people to jump on the bandwagon on like stuff that's happening. It's like AXBT is the main one, but most of the other ones, no one gives a shit about. They just make comments in the background and no one gives a shit. So I just don't think this is just pointless. But the very bullish thing about Sensei is they're hiring more developers to build the AI agents, which is very good. So it's not like they're just sitting idle. They're hiring more people, more developers, which is very good because there's more work coming. Breaking news: Salesforce software engineer hires. Exciting. Sensei is growing strong, hiring visionary AI agent developers to shape the future of human. This is what you kind of want to see. You want to see more developers on Sensei building AI agents. The more they have, the better it is. The more quicker they can start building new features. And yeah, look, they're getting more developers for AI agents, which is fucking beautiful. That's what we want to see. Bullish, that's bullish. No, I don't like jumping on the bandwagon, bro. It just looks stupid. Fame AI is not too bad, buddy. It has a unique feature, I would say, but it's not too bad. I personally would not buy it, but it's not too bad. Let me look into iOS. I've heard a lot of people talk about this one. AIOS. Some people mentioned this to me, even in the private group. Some base, which is good to see. The market cap's quite high, but it's almost fully diluted. Get beta access into what? Bro, what the fuck is this, bro? What is? Explain to me what it is. I can't access it now. Can I on live? Where's the data? What the fuck is this? AI agents that work for you. AIOS only on base. Advanced architecture infrastructure specifically engineered to allow AI agents to go to their theoretical research, construction to function agents with real-world applicability. Our vision is clear: to facilitate the creation of autonomous AI agents capable of managing their own treasuries and executing precise trading strategies. Okay. That will allow any. Okay, so these guys are ultimately. Okay. So it's AI trading. This is not too bad if it works and it's successful. It's going to do very well. This is an area I would say in AI that we are missing. Reliable AI agent trading bots. You have to check if it's successful or not. There's quite a few that does this. If it's successful or not, I'm not too sure. You have to try that yourself. Alien Base and LogX 20x min. I agree with you. Alien Base will do well as the second biggest DEX on base after Aerodome, and LogX will do well as a very good project. OGPU is dog shit. I don't like it, and Massa looks dog shit as well. Massa looks dog shit. This is the Massa layer 1. Oh, this Massa the Tau fork. I'm sure this is, isn't it? I'm sure this is the Tau fork, or is this something else? Yeah, this is the Tau fork. I'm pretty sure. Fair, powered by the people. Yeah, this is not too bad. This is not a bad project, my friend. Has some good earning mechanisms from what I heard. And is a Tau subnet. Yeah, Massa will do well as long as Tau does well. But in terms of OGPU, I think that's a scam, bro. I genuinely think it's a scam. I'm not bullish on that. Pip, good to see you, bro. Yeah, the market is going to be slowed down now on the weekend. You got to keep that in mind. I think the market is not going to go anywhere or do anything till the inflation numbers come out on Tuesday. That's where the flavor is going to be on that day. That is where everything's going to happen. Are we going to make an aggressive move down, or are we going to make an aggressive move up? It will get decided on Tuesday when inflation data comes out. So at the moment, on Tuesday, it is predicted, right? It is predicted for inflation to come in at, where is it? Where the fuck is it? Well, we've got core PPI as well, to be fair. That's important. Is it on Wednesday? Oh, it's on Wednesday. No, it's not. Hold on. Oh, that's for shitty Britain. Oh, there it is. It's on Wednesday, sorry. On Wednesday, we are going to get core inflation year over year. It's predicted to come in at 3.3%. Inflation year over year is predicted to come in at 2.9%. So if it comes in 2.8, 2.7, we are going to rally. Keep that in mind. If core inflation comes in 3.3, we are as expected. That is bullish. And if inflation year over year comes in 2.8, 2.9%, or 2.7, if it comes in 2.6, that's even better. That's even better. We will rally aggressively. So to keep that in mind, that's something we have to look out for. We've got PPI on Tuesday and core inflation inflation as well on Wednesday. So that's where the market is really going to start moving. Lavar, send that in the group. I'll have a look into it later. I'm not looking too many projects, but just you guys are spamming projects. I'm not going to sit here and look at projects. Even Powell has pointed out that there are periods where inflation falls as unemployment rises. BTC doing fine today. I think we're okay personally. I agree with you. This is what exactly happens. There was a period of time, July, August, where unemployment was going up, but inflation was coming down aggressively. So then now the opposite has happened. Unemployment's coming down while inflation's going up. We just need a medium in between, just like we had in end of 2023, where both of them were doing okay for a period of time. And that's when you can just have an aggressive alt season out of nowhere. Crypto, thank you for the $2, my friend. I appreciate that with no comment as well. Thank you. Kodak, good to see you, buddy. Do I think futures are like staking and earn on alt is pretty good? Do I think features like staking and earn? I think so. One thing I really like about alt is the token utility for the data hub, meaning that depending on how much tokens you've staked, you will earn more than the person that have not any tokens and staked. So that's good token utility. And the staking is not too bad, actually. I think it's about 7-8%, which is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. And the or to earn the data hub, I think is not bad. I think you can earn a decent amount. But at the current price, it's not worth anything. But you have to think in the future when all goes to $1, $2, $3, it's gonna be decent money every day. So that's why you have to think the long term, right? So at the moment, getting like 10 odds might not be anything, but when it's at $3 and you get 10, 20 odds for completing tasks, that's good money, good money on the side. Yeah, side did bottom out hard, but that's DJing, bro. Like chucking a little bit of money and leave it. Well, I heard it's not too bad. Yeah, it looks over pumped and it doesn't even look that good. It looks average. I think anything that looks has a decent website pumps now. It's pretty much what it is. Appreciate the $5, my friend. If you were buying 3 projects today based on conviction, potential returns, what would it be? Thank you so much. Love your work. Okay, if I was looking for 3 projects that basically has not pumped aggressively yet, but has some very good potential, you kind of want to be getting one in each category. So you want to hold an AI coin, you want to hold an RWA coin, and you kind of want to hold a gaming coin or like an AI gaming coin. So in terms of I would tell you to buy Sensei, but Sensei's up like 5x or something. So from the lows, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend getting some Alt. I think Alt at current price will do very well in the future. People don't realize how good Alt really is. Like even in the AI agent, they just don't advertise it. They need like a little bit of marketing because when you look at an AI agent, right? So when you look at the AI side and the AI agent, the agents are literally the best. I think one of the best in the crypto space. And the reason I say that is because they can seamlessly integrate with Slack, use Telegram to communicate with customers, most popular messenger. Like this, their stuff is really, really good. And you guys can upload your data, just easy peasy, just feed your AI agent with knowledgeable packed documents or your website link or whatever. Effortlessly train your AI agent in seconds with state of the art platform, no coding required. Like people, this is the problem with all. They so that everything they do is at such a top level. They just don't know how to market it. Like if I was on the alt team as like their marketing director or something, I would have made this project go to 100 million by now easily because it's all about marketing and perception. That these guys, AI agents, are better than I would say most AI agents in the crypto space because they're being used by companies like Dow, Lenovo, which are worth billions, billions. So it's like they have to be somewhat good, right? But you guys, everyone can then, they just don't know how to advertise it. That's the problem. When you have AI agents and the current narrative is AI agents, you should be advertising your AI agents is being used by such and such. That's how you sell a product. That's how you sell a project. They just lack that aspect, bro. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna apply for all. I'm gonna see if I can get a position in the team, bro, because they need to market themselves. I'm surprised for a project that has such good agents, such good storage, such good data hub, AI, decentralized AI, and all these. They literally have everything. If you can just no code with just just a data or whatever it is, a website link or a document or something, and just train your agent in seconds without no coding, nothing. That's a pretty useful product. There's projects that go from 0 to 100 million in a day because they have no code AI agent trainings, and it's normal for these guys. Hey, I'm your new assistant. How can I help you? Is that easy? And you can just deploy it, and it'll work on your website. And on top of that, when you have, these big companies, where is it gone? It's not even just, it's Appco as well. Appco is another massive company that's using the AI agents. 95% overall satisfaction. I need to make another video on this because, people don't understand the quality of this project. And I think the AI agents don't really get as much attention as they should. And then you got all these other good features as well, to be fair. So send image to the restaurant, like the agents can do so much things. It's ridiculous. I need to try this out actually. You can talk to it. I don't know, man. I feel like they need to market themselves a bit better, bro. But this is like it's just so underrated. It's actually I think it's a bit criminal for Alt to be this underrated, but like for what they do is completely underrated. In terms of RWA, I would say at this current price, I would go with prop base. I would definitely go with prop base because they have a lot of bullish developments. They partner with some $100 million companies in terms of RWA, in terms of tokenizing assets. I think they've got 3, 4 properties or something already tokenized, and they have a very bullish. I need to. Is this today? Was this today? So yeah, so we'll cover major sex listings, major updates, what's ahead. This was today, right? I need to listen to this, bro. We're super excited. Platform upgrades, new assets offering. So they're gonna have. I think is this banyan tree, one of the latest. I think is a house or some shit that they've tokenized. And they've got a market launch as well, so they've got quite a lot of things coming. Listen, it's on Telegram, so I need to go on the Telegram and listen to that, which is bullish. And this is the thing, though, right? It's always one of the most talked about altcoins in the crypto space. Literally, prop base is always amongst the top 10. Rio is always up there. Sui obviously is up there. Naka is up there somehow. I don't know how. Anyone always gets showed by a bunch of people. I don't know why. That project is dog shit. But yeah, I need to listen to AMA. But this project, at the current price, $25 million in market cap, long term, is going to do very well. So that's the second project I would add to the list, my friend. And the third one, you kind of need like a gaming coin. And you have, with the gaming, you have a lot of options. You have, there's quite a lot of good gaming coins. Mavia is good. OTK is very good. Naka is very good. It's all about your risk tolerance. If you want to be safe, then you can't go wrong with Naka. If you want to be a little bit more risky and still be, high returns, I would go with OTK. The reason I say this is because it's backed by the Solana Foundation. There's a lot of rumors this year that Solana is going to get an ETF. And if that happens, its ecosystem is going to pick up really well again, especially for the ones that's backed by the foundation. So this is backed by the Solana Foundation. Not only that, they've just partnered with one of the companies in the world, one of the biggest football clubs in the world, which is PSG. PSG is literally one of the biggest football clubs in the world. And they actually gave them a shout out on their main Twitter page. So you can't really fade this project. I mean, when other projects get, what's it called? When they get partnerships with all these companies, everyone thinks it's the most bullish things. But because gaming is dead at the moment, this is the thing though, gaming is dead at the moment. So people think OTK is a dog shit. That's what they think. But then when the market gets bullish, during the period where Mana and Sandbox were pumping, OTK pumped aggressively. And it follows the market. And everything dumped again, it dumped. It's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. The gaming is dead. If you go look at gaming last year, it was one of the worst performing assets last year. Literally one of the worst. So I just don't understand why people think OTK is going to be the golden boy, the golden child, and it's just going to go do 100x while most other gaming projects are dead. It doesn't make sense. It's about being patient. Gaming is dead at the moment. When it comes back around, these are going to be the top performers, and OTK is going to be one of them because it's going to be in the Solana phone. It's backed by the foundation. They gave them a shout out the other day. I don't think you can go wrong with these 3 projects in terms of return on investment and safety. They're like, these are not going to rug pull, and they have more exchange listings as well. I think it's kind of pointless to do it now, to be honest. And this is a prime example of why exchange listings at random times is just stupid, it's pointless. And Immunity is a prime example. Prime example. They've just announced a new exchange listings, and I'm pretty sure 100% sure to be big yet. Where's the price? What happened to the price? They listed on Aerodome, which is bullish. Nothing happened. It's all about sentiment. The sentiment is not in gaming, it's in AI. And this is why, look, they just announced the new exchange listings. I reposted it, whatever. But what happened to the price? It pumped like 30, 40% in the short term and just dumped. This is why, like, all these retards that shout, oh, get an exchange listings, that they don't realize it doesn't do nothing to the project. when the sentiment is not there, the project's not going to pump. When no one gives a shit about gaming, you can go get listed on Binance. You might pump 40, 50%, and you're just going to dump back down because no one cares about gaming. If Munity was to get this exchange, this thing, during the gaming hype, where gaming's the narrative, it would have done stupid numbers. It would have done like a 4-5x in the space of a day. That's the difference. Whereas it done like a 40, 50% pump. That's where they exchange these things, and the team understanding how the market works plays a massive role. And that's what OTK does. It said it's going to get the listings when it's the right time. Yes, they can go get Mexi today. It'll cause a little pump in this, pump, and it'll just dump back down because no one gives a shit about gaming. Yeah, but I appreciate the $5, my friend. Sniffed team is doxed indeed. They are doxed. They're doxed on LinkedIn. There's videos of them with the BNB team, with the Binance team, celebrating whatever the fuck it was, Christmas or whatever. SY, how you been, brother? I'm been all right. I've been chilling. I just did the private sale in the private group. Finished that. Send the money over. Gonna send the wallets over, and then we're gonna get into the private sale. Best low cap AI agents besides Snift. What makes you so bullish on Snift? What I like about Snift is it caters to the next narrative, which is, in my opinion, is going to be AI gaming. So when it's backed by Binance Labs, verified, backed by OK's Ventures, verified, Docs team, real products. The product, and I'm very bullish on the AI agent because it's unique. I haven't seen AI agent developers that can build smart contracts for you in seconds, that can buy stuff for you. I've seen buy stuff. It's quite a few that does that. Griffin does that, but so does Snift, and it caters on the gaming side as well. And like I said, I look into the next narrative. When everyone was bullish, back in last year, March, April, whatever times, people were buying the old tokens. I bought Sensei and Alt because I was bullish on AI agents. Sensei is an AI agent coin, or even though it had storage and everything, the AI agents were being used by DAO Lenovo. It made sense to focus on the next narrative, which I've always said, there's literally videos, proof of me on live stream saying we've had LLMs are boring, it's been here for years. The next thing is AI agents. And once AI agents have developed, there's going to be ASI. People are going to start, making ASI projects. And that's where the sentiment is going to shift to next, and AI. That's how it is. So it's about catching the narratives early, and I think the next narrative is going to be AI gaming. That's what the AI agent gaming or AI agents in games, etc. They're basically like NPCs, developed NPCs. That's what they are. So it's all about front running the next narrative. I front run AI agents months in advance with Sensei and all. I could have gone to virtuals, but I forgot about that project, to be honest. So yeah. You're not lying, bro. You're actually not lying. I think a realistic is about 2 to 300 million. That's pretty realistic, I think. 2 to 300 million for Sensei is very doable. And that's being conservative. It could go on to do 4 500 million. I would not be surprised. Like a decent project last cycle done about 2 to 300 million. Like a decent project. A good project, I think Sensei is a good project, is going to do a bit more. And they got more listings in their pipeline. I don't think they're going to announce it right now. I think, bro, listen, don't listen to them snakes. I think everyone, if something don't pump to these for like normies, they think it's dead. I don't know why they think that. It's like, bro, if it doesn't pump, it doesn't pump. It'll pump at some point. As long as they're developing, AI tech is consistently developing. They're going to be self-sufficient. They're going to be around for a long time. It's like you guys can go chase the quick money, but then you could also get rugged with them in 2 days. And then you're just going to think, okay, but at least I feel safe putting large amounts of money in AI tech because I know it's not going to get rugged. I know that. It's not 100%, but it's like way higher chance than going putting your money in something on Solana that launched 2 weeks ago. So you have to be careful. And based AI is pretty good. I like based AI. I hold the bag. Have any Sonic EVM nodes, or do you participate? I don't really. I've just done a private sale in my private group, but in terms of nodes, I don't really I don't really touch nodes too much. I bought a Mavia. I'm not Mavia, sorry. What's that project called? The Miria node. I bought a Miria node. I still have it, and it was just shit. It was pointless. Are they gonna fork community? Rich, good to see you, buddy. Real good to see you, bro. What is my top 5? My top 5 is all prop base nuclei. I think nuclei will do very well. It hasn't really pumped too much, and they developing consistently, massive ecosystem backed by Fetch AI, backed by Peak, and what I'm hearing rumors, right? Nuclei is going to be partnering, and I'm saying this now. They're going to be partnering with some massive Web2 companies. It's in the works. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but they're partnering with some massive Web2 companies. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but it's definitely going to be announced sometime this year. Massive Web2 companies. So that's something to look out for. Like I said, prop base, Ort. I like Sensei as well, obviously. I need to get rid of A. I'm not bullish on AMU anymore, guys. By the way, I'm not bullish on AMU anymore. On the next pump, I'm most likely going to exit. Most likely. So if you guys hold AMU on the next pump, get rid of it. I'm just not bullish on the project anymore. I'm just not seeing no developments, and I'm so dead on DeFi. Is so dead. Like DeFi is completely dead. I've just noticed like there's no interest in DeFi at the moment. So I just don't see the point of holding any DeFi project apart from LogX. But that's like a DEX rather than DeFi. Why is this guy sending his wallet? Alien base is good, but I wouldn't buy it now. It needs to come down a bit more. Thoughts on DEAI? I don't think DEAI is a bad project. I just don't think they have recovered from that FUD yet. Like smart money does not like FUD. They will get rid of FUD. Any project that has random FUD, like the team being dodgy, no smart money is gonna want to hold their tokens or their large amounts of money, hundreds of grands, into these projects. And that's what's happened with DEAI. Smart money has left. It's just retail buying now. So it could recover. I mean, I think it would recover, but I would rather buy Alt than DEAI, bro. Like Alt is just like miles ahead of DEAI. And they both do decentralized AI. So Alt is just so much better. I just rather buy Alt. And it's lower market cap, so. Heavy selling pressure on that one right now, even if it low pumps for the market. Which one? Oh, DAI. Yeah, there's some heavy selling pressure. There is. Is deepfake AI gone long term? And I'm down half of what I put my mistake. Deepfake will come back, but I've moved on from LLMs. I'm focused on AI agents. Like deepfake is not too bad, but like there's too many deepfake projects now. That's the problem. There's too many of them. But if you're down on it, just wait for it to pump again. It pumped when the market got bullish, and it'll pump again when the market gets bullish again. So I wouldn't sell. I don't recommend selling 50% down. I think it's stupid. Who's odds competitors? Filecoin, Arweave? Not really. I mean, on their storage sides, yes, Filecoin and Arweave, but they do data hub. I think they're the world's first data hub, decentralized data hub. I don't think there's any other project with a data hub, AI data hub. So that's like it's in a space of its own. AI agents, I don't think any of these companies can compete with AI agent because it's being utilized by multiple companies, billion-dollar companies. So I think is at the top of everything. That's why they earn so much money, bro, because they do everything legit. And their nodes are always growing. People don't realize one thing about Alt is like most of the supply is catered to miners. And if most of the supply is catered to miners and the miners are growing, that's a very good sign. That's what you want to do because if you're catered to miners, you have to have miners adopt your project. And that's what's been happening. Is more than doubled. This was like 29K when I was talking about it a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. In that period of time, it's doubled. And every single day, I don't know how often this gets updated, but I would not be surprised in a couple more months that this reaches like 80K. It's always going up. And 60% of the supply is catered to miners. And you know what happens when miners adopt a project? It goes crazy, does stupid amounts of money. Like, become Casper is adopted by miners. That's why he done so well. Kadena got adopted by miners. That's why he done some stupid numbers. Anyways, boys, I get a lot of people complaining the live streams are too long. So in the next 5 minutes, I will be off. Smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Let's get to 150 likes before I get off. And if I do get 150 likes, I will stream on Sunday. I will do a stream on Sunday. We can go over, maybe I'll do like a tier list video live. I think that would be fun. Should we do that on Sunday? Do like a tier list, like an AI tier list video? Or like let's do that actually. Let's do an AI agent or something tier list video. I think that would be fun. I'll get a bunch of AI agents and just list them in terms of good, bad, and shit. How much was your experience worth? How much money did you lose in the market? How was your experience worth? Lost money. I ain't lost no money in the markets this year, at least. I lost on a few coins here and there, but that's no one's track record's 100%. I lost on Grape, but Grape was never a call from me, but I just bought it privately. But yeah, when you do trades, you always lose. If you do long-term holds, you never lose, because if you hold your tokens, they always pump in the end. That's how it is. The only people that lose is when they sell too early. It's like they'll look at the markets, everything's down, they panic, and they'll think. And this is the problem with some people, right? When the entire market is going down, they think only one coin is going down somehow. It confuses me. It's like they'll be like, "Oh, why is OTK dumping?" Like, what the fuck? The whole market's dumping. What do you want OTK to do but hold and pump? It doesn't make sense. So, and some people get overexposed to a project, and then when it dumps, they start calling that project a scam, which is just crazy, bro. It doesn't make sense. Trenches are another trading bot. I've seen trenches actually. Someone shared that today. There's quite a lot of trading bots coming out now. The ones that are actually good. Like, you guys don't realize, right? I know a few people that build trading bots, and a real trading bot costs millions to make, but you can sell it for millions. So you cost you like 1 to 2 million to make, but you can go sell it to an institution. Let's say the trading bot is averages like 30% a year. Bro, institutions love that shit. They'll buy off you for 10 million. So a real trading bot takes years to make, and it costs a lot of money to make. So you have to keep that in mind when you buy into this trading bot shit. Most of them are scams. They'll work in the short term and they'll die out. That's what happens to all these bots. They work for a period of time, and then the market adapts and they just die out. That's what happens. Everyone gets new bots. All these exchanges have bots. Gotta keep that in mind. All these exchanges have bots. They make money consistently. So the bots get better than the other bot. That bot beats this bot. That's how it works. And your bot becomes useless. That's how this bot market works. But every exchange has a bot, and they make money off you by market. When you market buy, you're making that exchange money because the bot is front running you, and they'll make like $1 or $2. Imagine 1 million people use your platform. Every single retard that market buys, you eat off. Depending on, let's say the market buy like 10K, you make at $20. Imagine some retard market buys every day. The exchanges make money off you. That's the benefits of these bots. That's why these big companies are willing to pay millions for these bots, because they'll make it back over a period of time, as long as they're good bots. But a good bot costs a lot of money to make, and I know people that make it, and it costs a lot of money to make as well. Long time to make, but you can, like I said, you can sell them for millions. Can you take a look at projects, virtuals, Oracle for AI agents? Oh, that's pretty good actually. I'll look into that. I think I've already looked into that actually. I'm pretty sure I've looked into it. Let's go on deck screener, bro. A good project that we got into in a private group, not all of us, but quite a few people, was this one here. It's very similar to Griffin. This is got into it like 15 million. Is sitting at the highest, it was like 60 million. But this one, or actually a bit more. At the highest, it was like 65, 70 million. This one's very, very good. But there's I think everyone's waiting for the hackathon, Solana hackathon, and a lot of these could die out. You gotta keep that in mind. So when you're holding these AI agents on Solana, you have to be very careful, because quite a lot of them are running on the Solana hackathon, for the AI agents. And when the results come in and the ones you hold are not listed on that as the winners, most of them are just going to die out and everyone's not going to give a shit about them anymore. Oracle for AI agents, every day thousands of AI agents will be created, yet most of them struggle to realize their own potential. That's why we believe knowing this could actually pump, to be fair, oracles do well. So an AI agent oracle, it has the narrative. If it drops a bit more, maybe like, I don't know, 15 million, it'll be a good buy. If it goes to 10 million, it'll be a very good buy. But this is not too bad, my friend. It's worth a little gamble at maybe, I don't know. A loaded up Sky AI virtuals today. Yeah, look, a lot of the virtual stuff is going to pump because virtual now is taking a massive dump. However, when virtual gets bullish again and it reverses, is having, like I said, is having a big dump. Virtual is down approximately 50% from the all-time highs. I'm pretty sure around 50%. It's down a lot, down a lot. Not 50%, but it's down a decent amount. And eventually we're going to reverse back up. You think virtual ecosystem will keep pumping or is hyped will die down soon? I think it will keep pumping for a little bit longer. I think they'll keep pumping because like the virtual ecosystem is like AI memes. So they're just making AI memes. And I think that's where the money is at the moment. AI meme coins. I think people have moved on from meme coins into AI agents. The AI part is bigger than the gaming, yes. The gaming is average, like average games, but the AI is more important. Like, let me just go and show you guys the AI stuff. I look at it like swarm agents, but they have the game inside. They have a launchpad actually, which is quite bullish because with launchpads, you have to stake or you have to stake the token to get access to some of these. So like they're just launching some AI agent right here, AI bot, but Starry AI. You have basically you have these agents with different use cases. So for example, you got Binance, you can chat to CZ, you can talk to him, he'll give you certain stuff. You have stuff in every aspect. So you have meme coins, AI, business, coaching, education. So it give you assistant in different various subjects. So if you need help on deepin stuff, you can go talk to the agent will help you on deepin. It's just like that. But then the real utility behind this is in terms of AI side is the what's it called? They have a specific, I think it's called AI agent kit or something. That's where the main utility for this project is in terms of the AI side. Like I said, the agent that can buy you stuff, that can build smart contracts for you. That's what they're developing for everyone. That everyone can have access to that at some point. And then they also have the gaming as well. The game is already out. They have gaming products out. You can go play the game. You can earn, etc. Thoughts on Vader? I don't think Vader's that bad. Vader's not that bad. Wrong IAS. Is that the wrong one? Let me have a look, bro. This is the last one I'm going to look into, and then I'm going to get off, bro. 1 hour 30 minutes is more than enough on a live stream, bro. Think any more than that is just me spamming coin reviews, which I don't even like doing that much. The fuck, this has a massive green candle, bro. AI iOS Foundation towards AI agents operating system. Okay, dedicated to open source, powerful, democratic agent application, iOS SDKs, LLM agent operating system. That's not bad actually. This actually looks pretty good overall. Is there a team though? There's a team as well apparently. Why would this launch on Solana? I'm confused. Why would you launch on Solana? You're some fucking little fat Chinese kid. Yo. Oh no, bro. This one looks a bit dodgy. Just be careful with these ones, bro. Just be careful. But it looks good though. Overall, I like the use case for it. Yeah, but it looks good though. I'll be honest. It looks good. If it drops a bit, I might just grab a trade back, but Where's someone market bot? Oh, fucking hell, man. Odd's going to start an ad campaign a bit later this month during the town hall. That's pretty good, actually. That's good promotion. They're going to start marketing it. I like that. I live in Banyan Tree in Doha, Qatar. Is very luxurious, very bullish for pub base. Your hands, love that from you, my friend. I think all will make more deep in storage AI agents, for example, Filecoin. I think that'll be massive. If they make more AI agents, that'll be massive. They need to advertise the AI agents. I'm surprised they're listed on AI agent category, but they need to advertise them more on. I need to speak to the team about that more. I'm gonna try to apply for a marketing role in alt, but I think I'll do a very good job. I don't get marketing, expect at least $1. But yeah, it depends, but when the narrative catches on, it will do well. Very good to see you, buddy. What's the potential on Nye? I think Nye has great potential, but I'll be honest with you. Like, you have to think with Nye, the market cap's quite low, but it solves a real problem within AI. So every single time, for example, most of the data in AI does not get used; it gets wasted, and that wasted data costs companies millions of dollars yearly. So if Nye is aiming to solve that problem, where the minimum data is used and it maximizes the use case. That's what you want to do. That's what the companies want, because they can save them millions. That's why they have Web 2 clients and they have Web 3 clients. So they are being utilized, and that's what I like about it. It has a very clear use case. The only thing that I've always liked Nye from the very start, the only thing I didn't like was the vested schedule, which they fixed now. So there's no reason not to buy it. I think it's perfect now. No unlocks till November is perfect. I think it will do very well. Swap SKR for nuclei better ROI long term. Well, SKR is a layer one for gaming, and when gaming takes off, SKR will do very well. It's sitting at $3 million in market cap, so it's entirely up to you, buddy. But I hold all three, to be honest with you. So tier list, yeah, I think tier list will be fun. I'll do a tier list on Sunday. Bro. I think Sensei in a few months should reach close to 100 million. I think if the market is bullish in a few months, I do think Sensei will reach close to 100 million. Because in a few months, I guarantee they'll get at least another 2 exchanges, at least a couple of tier threes, if not one or two tier threes. But and then I think that will bring a lot more volume as well, a lot more interest in Sensei. But like I said, when you're hiring more people, there's more developers and there's more products coming out, which is bullish. So I think that's a very good move from the CEO of Sensei. Anyways, guys, drop a like on your way out. We are going to get off now because people complain that the live streams are too long, and I'm trying to explain to them it's not a video, my friend, it's a live stream. But even then, 1 hour 30 minutes is more than enough. I will be live on Sunday. We'll do a tier list video, like an AI agent tier list on Sunday. I think that'll be quite fun, which I can then upload onto YouTube. So that is something to look forward to on Sunday. Have a lovely weekend, guys. I will see you guys in a few days. Bye-bye.